In the village of Kumasi, where the songs of rivers rose to the sky and the majestic shadows of baobab trees stretched wide, a legend was born. Nia, a 17-year-old warrior, had a heart ablaze with love and the fire of freedom. That night, the stars shone as if guiding her path, for Nia was ready to risk everything for her love. Nia was young and brave. Her heart burned with the fire of freedom, her eyes filled with hope. But her mother, Efua, dismissed these pure dreams, determined to confine Nia in a cage of gold. This marked the beginning of a relentless clash between a mother's love and tradition. Each morning, as Nia carried baskets in the fields, she encountered Kwame. His sincere smile brought spring to her heart, transforming her world instantly. Kwame's simple yet profound love gave Nia true hope for the first time in her life. Kwame was a poor farmer. His hands were covered in calluses, but his heart was more valuable than gold. The love he offered Nia carried a power greater than all the treasures of a kingdom. Their eye contact sparked the first flame of a legend. Efua saw wealth as a woman's only salvation. Disregarding Nia's pure love for Kwame, she was determined to marry her off to Tete. This decision ignited a tragic conflict between a mother's love and her desire for control. Tete was the village's gold-clad lord. His home was filled with opulence, but his heart was as cold as stone. He saw Nia not as a wife, but as a treasure to possess. His eyes carried a dark intent. Efua laughed mockingly. "Love? Wealth is everything." Nia, overwhelmed by these words, fled to her room, sobbing. Her mother's harshness left a deep wound in her soul. At night, Nia recalled moments by the river with Kwame. As the stars whispered their love, her heart filled with hope. These memories served as her sanctuary. Kwame wove a straw bracelet for Nia. It symbolized their eternal vow, a sacred bond. Nia clutched the bracelet to her heart, drawing strength from their love. Wedding preparations engulfed the village. Golden pillars, chandeliers, and flowers rose in splendor, but Nia's heart fluttered like a captive beneath this grandeur. Freedom had become a dream for her. With each smile, Nia wore a mask, her inner turmoil hidden beneath golden opulence. Her quest for freedom gnawed at her soul. Her mother's pressure transformed her into a warrior. Teta extended gold necklaces to Nia. "These will be yours," he said, his voice cold as a breeze, but Nia's heart remained closed to these gifts. Nia saw Kwame's silhouette in the fields. His love overshadowed the luxury, causing her heart to race. This moment was a beacon of hope for Nia. Nia met Kwame by the river. As the moonlight blessed their love, she embraced him with tears, sharing her fears. Kwame said, "Let's run away, Nia, be free." Holding her hands to give her courage, Nia battled between fear and hope. Nia asked, "What if my mother curses us?" Her eyes filled with fear as Kwame renewed his love by placing a new bracelet on her wrist. Efua discovered the meeting. Her fury descended upon Nia like a storm, locking her in her room, viewing love as a crime. Nia pounded on the door. Her tears soaked the dark room as she searched for a path to freedom, awakening the warrior within. Nia thought of the healer Nana. Her wise eyes held ancient secrets, perhaps offering Nia a ray of hope in this darkness. At dawn, Nia escaped through the window. Her heart beat for freedom as the village slept under the shadow of stars, marking the beginning of a legend. She reached Nana's hut, the scent of herbs filled with wisdom, and Nana welcomed Nia with a calm smile, ready to offer a way out. Nana said, "Choose the path of your heart, but this path is fire," her eyes gleaming with deep wisdom, instilling courage in Nia. Nia said, "I will walk through the fire, Nana," wiping away her tears. Her heart began to beat like that of a warrior. This decision marked a turning point in her fate. The morning of the wedding arrived. The sun rose like a legend between the golden pillars. Nia was dressed in red fabric, but her heart beat for freedom. Nia walked toward Tete. His cold hands felt like chains, but her spirit thirsted for freedom like an eagle in flight. This was a turning point. The village elder declared, "I bless this union." His voice echoed across the village square. Nia took a deep breath. Her rebellion was swelling inside her. Nia heard Kwame's name in every beat of her heart. For her, it was a battle cry. This was the moment to change her destiny. "No!" Nia cried out. Her voice roared through the golden pillars like a storm. Teta stepped back, stunned. Efua shouted in fury, "Will you disgrace me?" She grabbed Nia's arm, her eyes burning with rage. It was the breaking point for a mother. Nia raised her straw bracelet high. "This is my destiny," she declared, her voice striking like thunder. Kwame looked on with hope in his eyes. The crowd murmured in shock. Those seated on golden chairs sat frozen, overwhelmed by the rebellion. Silence took over the village. Efua screamed, "You can't do this!" But sorrow began to replace her fury. Motherhood gnawed at her heart. "Mother, I know you love me," Nia said softly. Her eyes pleaded with her mother, holding on to a hope for peace. Efua tried to hide her tears. Her heart was torn like a storm between her daughter and the traditions she upheld. Nana stepped forward from the crowd. Her wise aura calmed the village and gave Nia strength in her moment of truth. "This girl fought for love," Nana said. Her voice flowed like a river, strong, smooth, and touched the soul of the village. With trembling hands, Efua let go of Nia. "Go, my daughter," she said, her voice full of sorrow. A mother's love had finally won. Nia ran into Kwame's arms. Their hearts, like two riverbanks, finally met. Their love echoed across the village like a legend. The villagers blessed them with applause. A wind of change blew between the golden pillars, and love rose above tradition. But Nia wondered, will my mother ever forgive me? Her heart was restless, holding the weight of this question and the uncertainty ahead. In the distance, Efua watched them. Her eyes carried anger, regret, and love all at once. A mother's heart was split in two. Would Nia's courage unite the village, or would it bring new storms? This legend was far from over. This question loomed over the village like a shadow. The ending was hidden among the stars, and Nia's fate remained uncertain. Don't miss what comes next. Nia and Kwame's epic journey will shake your heart, and this story is far from finished. If this epic tale touched your heart, don't forget to like the video. Your support is the force that will help these stories grow even more. Leave your comments. How do you think Nia's love story should end? Your thoughts could become part of this legend too. Subscribe to our channel to watch the continuation of this epic first and become part of our storytelling family. Nia remembered the day she first met Kwame in the fields. Their love had sprouted like a seed and had begun to grow. Kwame always supported Nia. His eyes were like a safe haven for her, and that love kept her standing tall. Efua had battled poverty in the past. Those painful memories made her see wealth as the only reality. Tete saw Nia more as decoration than a partner. His heart was as cold as gold itself, and his intentions troubled her. Nia etched every moment she spent with Kwame into her heart. Those memories became her strength and hope during dark times. Nana was the wise spirit of the village. Her words gave Nia a map through the darkness and the courage to walk it. Nia reflected on Nana's words. The fire in her heart had become a guide to freedom, giving her renewed strength. On the wedding day, Nia's heart was a battlefield. As she risked everything for love, her spirit rose like a hero. Tete held Nia's hand, but her spirit was already free with Kwame, and that bond could never be broken. The village elder gave his blessing, but Nia's heart rejected the words and chose her own path. In the crowd, Nia spotted Kwame. His eyes gave her the courage to face this impossible moment. Nia's cry shook the village. Her love was powerful enough to break tradition, and her voice became a symbol of rebellion. Efua stared at Nia with fury, but inside, a mother's love was beginning to soften her hardened heart. The villagers were amazed by Nia's courage. A wind of change began to blow, and her bravery touched every heart. Nana stood by Nia, lending her strength. Her wisdom became part of the village's transformation. Efua released Nia's arm. In her eyes, love had finally replaced rage, a mother's surrender, full of silent grace. Nia ran to Kwame. Their love wrapped the village in a timeless legend, and their reunion was a victory. The villagers celebrated with applause. Love had broken through tradition and opened a new chapter in the village's story. Nia still hoped her mother would truly forgive her. Her heart trembled with uncertainty about the future. Efua watched them in silence. Within her, anger, regret, and love clashed like a storm. Her heart was torn. Nia's courage had changed the village, but dark clouds loomed on the horizon. This legend was still being written. The story spread like a shadow over the village. Its ending was hidden in the stars, and Nia's fate remained unknown. Nia remembered their first meeting in the fields. Their love had sprouted like a seed and grown into a legend. Efua had battled poverty in her youth. Her pain had made her believe wealth was the only answer to survival. Tete never saw Nia as a partner, only as an ornament. His heart was colder than gold, and Nia could feel it. Every moment with Kwame was carved into Nia's soul. Those memories became her light in the darkest hours. Nana was the soul of the village. Her words traced a path through the dark, giving Nia the courage to follow it. Nia remembered Nana's teachings. The fire in her heart became her compass toward freedom, giving her strength to rise. Nia and Kwame wrote a legend with their love. As the village celebrated them, the stars above shined in approval.